Beats Planet.
Nick, go do a live stream with Ivan Sanchez and quit playing. Nick Gashler. Ain't wrong with you. Appreciate it, Mr. Sanchez. In hopes of having a collab with young Nick Gashler. LOL, keep up the great work, brother. Catch you on demand. I'm a nurse. I got a 17-hour shift going. Peace, brother. All right, man, let me tell you something, man. Appreciate what you do out there on them front lines, doc. Appreciate what you do on them front lines, man. When they get out of hand, you giving them 10 250s. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, doc. Salute to you, bro. Be sure to come back and check this out on demand. But you said that already, so just make sure you do it. All right. But for everybody else that ain't nursing 17-hour shifts, y'all are here. So salute to y'all for being here. This is the reaction show. I dropped my top 12 defensive tackles yesterday. If y'all would like for me to go back over that, I will do so. But this is the show for y'all to react to, for you guys to call in and kind of give your reactions. And, of course, if you've talked up all of your anytime minutes or didn't pay your T-Mobile bill, I can interact with the chat box as well because y'all are just as important. You know what I mean? This should be... Yes, it is on the screen, my top 12 defensive tackles. I did the video on it yesterday. So in real life, y'all should have seen the video yesterday. In real life. Because I know everybody notifications don't be on, so you need to cut your notifications on so you can know when I drop random information, live streams, and film sessions in the middle of the week, just like I'm doing right now, okay? So, with that being said, if there's anything that kind of sticks out about my top 12 or so defensive tackles, you guys can feel free to let me know, okay? We got Benito Jones at 12, Rashard Lawrence from LSU at 11. Hell yeah, Justin Madubuike from Texas A&M, way down here, way at the bottom. Hold on. Excuse me. Justin Madubuike is way down at the bottom. Madubuike, I don't know how to say his name. Y'all say it. I don't know. But he's way down here. Devon Hamilton is there. 12, 11, 10, 9. He's at 9. Raekwon Davis at 8. Ross Blacklock at 7. Neville Gallimore at 6. Jordan Elliott, in which we've come a long way with the Jordan Elliott conversation. He's there. At 5. James Lynch at 4. Marlon Davidson 3. I know he plays defensive end, but I think he's a 3-tech. I think he's a tackle in my world. So he's right here. And we have Derek Brown at number 2 and Javon Kinlaw over him at number 1. So I would love to hear you guys' responses there. Madubuike. That's what I've been saying. Cool. That's what I've been saying. So cool. Everybody, there you go. There's the list. Bow. Why didn't you have Khalid Davis on there? Everybody can't make the list. I think he's more of a defensive end though, but everybody can't make the list. So, and then plus I wasn't the biggest fan of him when I watched him, but absolutely. And to be fair, just because you made this list don't mean that I feel really, really good about you. It's just about drafting with context that'll make me think about going a different direction, right? Because there are some people that had some James Lynch mid-first round conversation. I was like, yee. Relax, buddy. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to kind of go there. Ivan Sanchez says, I meant for you to do a collab. Well, what you say Nick Gashler for? Let me scroll back. In hopes of having a collab with the young Nick Gashler. You said Nick Gashler. You ain't say me. Autocorrect didn't do that. Ivan Sanchez. Nick Gashler. I'm Voch Lombardi. Oh, you want to have all three of us? Well, that's a hard conversation, man. Nick is Hollywood, so that's a rough little conversation. But we'll discuss off the air. But if y'all have what was I saying? Just because you're on this list doesn't mean that I think highly of you, but I think where you're being drafted kind of helps me get over the hump of liking you, right? Justin Madubuike has been talked about as a guy that's probably going to be drafted in the 50s, like with a second round pick or so. I'm not a fan of Madubuike there. Do I hate him? Nah, because I'll take him in the third. I'll take him in the fourth. You know what I mean? Is he a second round pick to me? Listen, man, for somebody, he will be. Not for Voch, though. Just because they're ranked low or not on this list doesn't mean they're going to be a bad player. Nah, it's just my personal preferences. Just because they're on this list doesn't mean that I like them. Nah, not really. Because Brevion Roy is a guy that I like a lot, and he's not on this list. You also see Lakey Fotu ain't on this list. This is what's interesting. Y'all don't listen to me like y'all say y'all do. In my mind, and I said this on Twitter, in my mind, I feel like a lot more people need to listen to me. And not even because like I need you to listen to me, but I want my thoughts out there to exist kind of one time so I'm not just regurgitating the thoughts. You know what I mean? So, Jordan Elliott, right? My bad. Let me just hang around on Fotu. So, I say I'm not a fan of Lakey Fotu. Then he dropped a deuce in the super chat. She gave me $2. Like I ain't finna get his $2 right back to her. She says, when is the top 12 running backs dropping? It's not, but it's on my Patreon. So you can go watch that right now, Nene, because I know you're one of my patrons. You're distracting me, lady. Lakey Fotu. Not a fan of him. I wasn't a fan of Lakey Fotu for a long time, and I got a whole bunch of Voch. You bugging. Voch, what don't you like about Lakey Fotu? And I tell you what I don't like, and you'll still say, man, I'm still going to like Lakey Fotu. I drop a film session on Lakey Fotu. Now nobody likes Lakey Fotu no more. This is what I'm saying. All of a sudden, nobody wants Lakey Fotu anymore. Even in the national media mocks and player rankings, we ain't talking about Lakey Fotu no more. Just a little bit ago, we was like, well, Voch, he can develop, right? Right? Nowadays, y'all like, yeah, sixth round. I'll take him later. I'll take Lakey Fotu later. Where was this conversation? Where was this conversation months ago? You know what I'm saying? Or the Jordan Elliott conversation. Y'all remember Jordan Elliott was in that first round conversation? Remember that? And I was like, let's all relax. Now all of a sudden Jordan Elliott is like graded in late second, third round somewhere. I just want people to listen. And not because I feel like I'm better than anybody. I'm not better than nobody. I'm better than Mel Kiper, but I ain't better than nobody else. I ain't better than y'all. I just want y'all to consider what I'm saying. Even Cowboy fans. I've been saying we not going to run a 3-4 all year. Hey, man, I got Mike Nolan, did some research. We're not going to run a 3-4. We're not going to run a 3-4, y'all. But we constantly get this, hey, y'all, we run a 3-4. What we going to do? Just because you got an outside linebacker don't mean you run a 3-4. All of a sudden, Mike McCarthy come out in the press conference and say we not going to run a 3-4. Okay, well, cool. We'll listen now. All right, cool. We'll listen now. We not gonna run a 3-4. I'm not gonna get on this tangent or nothing like that. I just want y'all to appreciate me. I'm chilling on this one. I'm waiting for the top 12 cornerback video. Well, I'm not gonna drop a top 12 cornerback video. I'm making that Patreon exclusive. So if you're in the Patreon, you can go over there and check that list out right now if you'd like. But you know, if not, like, I hope you got a friend that's in the Patreon group, so maybe they'll help you. Maybe they'll help you. But anyway, do we have any responses to the defensive tackle? Because I tell you what, ain't nobody on the phone, but I tell you what can happen right now. This can be a 15-minute show, and I can go like play like PlayStation or something. Like if y'all want to, if y'all want to do this, I can do like 15 minutes in the chat box and just get up out of here. Whatever y'all want to do, we can do it. Voch, who has the highest upside on this list? Hell, number one. Javon Kinlaw don't really know how to play football just yet. He's just an athletic freak that beat the hell out of people. Add a little bit of nuance to that dude, you got action. Wage Jones says think Kinlaw or Brown could drop to 7. Both to 17. Both could drop to 17. Both absolutely could drop to 17. But I'm a little more, I'm a little more of a believer. People don't seem to believe that that players can drop. If you leave it up to like non-Cowboy fans, they'll be like, okay, well, there's 20 players that absolutely won't fall to 17 if you leave it up to them. You know what I'm saying? So somebody got to fall. I know I want CeeDee Lamb, and like I said, CeeDee Lamb can fall. He may not fall, but he can. Like, if he ain't there, then there should be a gangster there somewhere. Then we'll just take that. We'll just take that gangster at 17. So that's that. Better chance of getting James Lynch or Marlon Davidson? Who? Better chance of who getting either one of those guys? They're probably going to be at the end of the first round, so anybody can get anybody. It depends. It depends. Somebody said I just don't like defensive tackles. That's not true. I like defensive tackles. Okay, I just hate this defensive class. No, that's not true neither. Because I think a lot of these guys give you value somewhere. I like this group of tackles better than the tackles last year, actually. And I do think there's some value in some of these guys that you can get in the late rounds. It's just that I gave my thoughts, and I like for y'all to come in and disagree and have a stance on this. But if not, I mean, hey. Also, too, Cowboy fans, if y'all ain't heard, I'm gonna be doing a live draft reaction on day 1 and day 2. So come tune into the channel. It's gonna be an extravaganza we're gonna do in an hour early, and we're gonna light them phones up to get everybody's reactions. Then we're gonna party until y'all don't want to call the show no more. So it may be an 8-hour show, and y'all may sound like, Voch, why would we do an 8-hour show? I've done 8-hour shows before. This thing is real. Just try calling and it said unavailable. Well, let me check this thing out then. Let me see what's going on. Let me see.
All participants are unmuted.
Oh, that's the mute button. So we got
All participants are muted, and they can.
Okay, so let me hit that button. Let me. Let me hang this up. Boom. Boom. Leave. Bow. Host a new one. Right. Y'all hang tight, y'all. I hope 10 people weren't trying to call in, but my phone was messed up. I hope that wasn't the case. Because I just fussed at y'all about a 15-minute show. Pardon me. If that's the case, let me run my phone lines back up and we'll see where we're at. Shouts out to Tyler the Scout, though. Shouts out to Tyler the Scout. All right, so now the phone lines are back open. So I got the same number. Yeah, I got the same number. So yeah, the number's on the screen. Try again. We'll see where we at. Callers. Give it another shot, Tyler the Scout, and see where we at. And see what it's looking like. You let me know. And then I'm going to hit the mute button. And back to the chat box. What the hell y'all talking about? Teddy Riley is Voch Tech. Hey, man, just because you said it twice, I'm about to put you on timeout. I'm putting you in timeout because you said it twice. Get out of there. Come back in 300 seconds. What's good, chat box? What's good? Tyler, the phones are, or at least try the phone now and let me know if the phones are open now. So, try that. Actually, let me pull out my phone and let me see if I can call from my phone. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm going to get back into doing Cowboy content soon, man. It's just so heavy in draft season. So if I got any Cowboys people watching now that have been waiting on Cowboys content, just hang tight, man. It's just draft season. It's draft season. It's just draft season. Hold on.
Hang up now to avoid the charge.
Huh? Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Welcome, and thank you for choosing freeconferencecall.com.
Let's see.
You are helping people around the world
I hate this lady.
for free. Please enter your access code followed by the pound or hash sign.
309104 pound. Let's see what
There is
happens.
one other participant in the conference. The recording has started. Muted. Unmuted.
Hello? Hello? Man, this thing work. The hell wrong with y'all phone, man? Got that damn cricket phone. This sound like Teddy Riley for real. With the echoes. I like how that sound. That sound. All right, let me hang up. Shut up. All right. So, yeah, the phones work. The hell wrong with y'all phone? My phone is fine. Try to reset y'all phone and call in again, man. Tyler the Scout. And hey, if it don't work, I'm just gonna go play PlayStation. What you want me to do? What you want me to say? This will be up and running like perfect by draft day, because like day 1 and day 2, by the time like draft day comes around, like I'm really gonna be. Look at Raider Bob on the line. What are you doing, Tyler? What's wrong with your phone? Like, come on, what are you doing, my guy? Type in the right access code. Raider Bob, what's wrong with Tyler's phone, man?
I don't know, man. All I did was just call in and give you a phone check.
Right. The phones is good. Raider Bob. People need to pay their bills, Raider Bob.
Well, no. They ought to get a $14.97 trim line like I did at Walmart. It was the last one.
So you got a throwaway phone just to call the show?
Oh no, this is high dollar. This is high dollar.
Okay, cool. I was about to say, Raider Bob, people in my neighborhood sell dope with those phones. I hope you're not a kingpin this whole time, Raider Bob.
Oh no. But I'll tell you what happened is I was watching YouTube, and I'm going, okay, that's great. And I got like 3 other phones, and it's because of busted screens, okay? But they all work.
Okay.
It's just busted screens. I got 5G on my TV, but all my other Wi-Fi is dead.
Okay.
Computer won't, nothing.
Right.
None of the phones, nothing. I'm going, what the hell is this?
Right.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm a snowball in a cold bin.
What you sipping on, Raider Bob?
Maker's Mark.
Okay, cool. What's that? What's that?
It's for my cough.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got a cough. I got bad cough.
Gotcha. You on the circuit.
You know what? Mickey's fine malt liquor, the little green bottles.
I was born in '92, but I will pretend like I know what you mean. Yeah, Mickey's. I know. Yeah, Mickey's. I know Mickey's.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, it's all the way to the top of the label. It's more than half full of all the phlegm I've been spitting up for the last 2 weeks.
Well, that's disgusting, Raider Bob. But I hope you feel better, sir. I hope you recover from your sickness, Raider Bob.
Yeah, and next time you get Dan on, I got a bone to pick with him about Chris. Chris, the quarterback, Sims.
Chris Sims. Okay, cool. What did Chris Sims do?
Well, I mean, 'cause y'all were dissing him, but Dan specifically.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he knows more football than you know. I mean, I've been on her for forever, but he knows football because he worked for Belichick in New England.
Right.
Doing the same thing you guys do.
Right.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was a quarterback. I don't think he was a very good one.
Mm. Well, if he's doing the same thing we're doing, then I'm in line for a raise then, because I need to get paid like they get paid.
You got to get hooked up, with his dad. His dad is Phil Sims.
Right.
The quarterback for, the retired quarterback for the Giants, I think.
Right. My dad is in Fort Worth, Texas, driving trucks somewhere. So.
Yeah, well, you got a dad.
Absolutely.
I had the pleasure of having five I guess 4 stepfathers and one father.
Sure. Likewise.
Actually, I had 4 dads and 1 father.
Right.
That SOB.
Yeah. Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
I know what that's like. Yeah, 100% right. But yeah, man, I'm going to let you go ahead and take your nap and drink your vitamin D orange juice, man. I hope you feel better, Raider Bob.
D is for you, man. You got to do the D.
Right, because I'm younger and my back still, still in good shape.
And you're a little darker skinned.
Right, 100%, Mr. Wolf, 100%, because sunlight, the vitamin D from the sunlight.
Okay, you take care of yourself. I just wanted to make sure that damn phones are working.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Have a good one, Raider Bob.
Bye.
I'll tell you what. If I didn't know that vitamin D was directly tied into sunlight, and I was an angry young cat, that could have got bad. That could have got bad. But I just happen to know that vitamin D is directly tied into sunlight. So I see what a Raider Bob means. But boy, Raider Bob shoot from the hip, don't he? He shoot from the hip, don't he? Anyway, so the phones are working. I thought the phones were down, but if anybody wants to call into the show, the number is 515-606-5187, access code 309104. If y'all want to call into the show, all right. And if not, I'll talk in the chat box for like 20 minutes, and I'll go play PlayStation. So, but I tell you what, man, I may not show it, but I am indeed exhausted. I am indeed tired around here. I'm tired as hell. Don't get it mistaken. I know I give y'all a lot of energy and smiles and happiness, man, but the draft process is exhausting. I had some interviews today. I did some yesterday, just like radio drops. I went on different YouTubers channels or whatever. So I kind of been busy, man. I kind of been active, but I tell you what, once this week is over, a smooth vacation is on the way. Hear me what I say? Here's Tyler the Scout. Here his phone goes. Tyler the Scout, what's wrong with your phone, man?
Man, you know what? I don't know. It's the draft Illuminati. They're trying to stop me from calling into the show, and I'm not going to let it happen. I just called it on my wife's phone. It worked fine. Went back to my other phone. Now it works. So I don't know what the hell is going on. Anywho,
well, you can't.
Good to talk to you again today, sir.
Well, you can't sell dope and talk to the government from the same phone, man. That ain't smart.
It's really hard.
That ain't smart, Ty.
It's tough in these streets.
But anyway, what you got for the show, my guy?
I just wanted to, real briefly here, go through a little. So I totally agree. Kinlaw over Derek. I think Kinlaw's pass rush moves are leaps and bounds further along than Derek. Even though I know Kinlaw's probably more. Kinlaw is a more athletic. That's for damn sure. Mm-hmm. Than Derek. Derek's a 1-tech, Kinlaw's a 3-tech, yada, yada. We know this. I like Marlon Davidson a ton, man. I like Marlon Davidson a ton. If you just put him at 3-tech, I think he can be an immediate day one starter for half the freaking NFL at 3-tech. The only thing is I haven't done any film on your boy Lynch at 4, though. I like Jordan Elliott a ton, but I have not watched a single thing on Lynch, so I need to do a quick dive onto him before the draft comes around. But why Lynch at 4, or kind of what traits did you see with Lynch from Baylor to put him there?
He's gonna play some 3-4 end, but in my mind, I'm like, he could be one of those guys that could be really nasty at 3-tech. And I know there's a lot of guys that's gonna make fun of me in this chat box to say, Voch, you want to put everybody at 3-tech. Well, most 3-4 defensive ends end up being 3-techs anyway. Like, they're the same kind of guy, just that they got different jobs. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at Lynch, I like physical players that get pushed. James Lynch gets sacks and he gets pushed. When you look at the other tackles on the board here, let me pull up my pick here. When you look at some of these other guys that's on the board, they play with athleticism and they play horizontally. I don't always like my D tackles playing horizontally. Whether Galmore, Blacklock,
Matabuike is super side to side guy and just a D tackle.
I hate super side to side guy. I like penetrating physicality, right? And I 100% get that from James Lynch. Now, can he play defensive end? Like a 4-3 defensive end? Sure, he can play 4-3 defensive end, but in my mind, I think he's a 3-4 end that can play some B gap on pass rushing downs, in my opinion. And I like the player, man. Good versus the run. And I had to grow and evolve as a talent evaluator to respect power rushers. You know what I mean? It's not always pretty. In my whole life, I've always liked quick.
It's not sexy. Yeah.
I've always liked quick, twitchy rushers, but the job get done? And if the job get done, I don't care how you look doing it. But if you get to the quarterback in 2.5 seconds, the same as a quick, twitchy dude gets to the quarterback at 2.5 seconds, I don't care how you do it. Just do it.
That's why finesse is so high on your board, because if he's going to win with technique and power and length, then does it matter if he runs a 4.6? No, it doesn't matter, because he's going to get there regardless. He's a football player.
There you go. Absolutely.
One more thing on your draft deal as well. I'm seeing some people in the chat box saying, C.J. Anderson won't be there at 17, Kinlaw won't be there at 17, Chazon may not be there at 17. Voch, I'm telling you, your boys are going to get someone great at 17. I think at least one of those three that I just named off will be there at 17. Henderson, Kinlaw, or Chazon will be there at 17. I don't know who, because the draft is going to get real funky, especially in the top 6. But I think you're going to get one of those three. I don't think you're going to get CD, but that's just me projecting. But I think you're going to get one of those three.
Yeah, I don't think CD is necessarily in the cards. It could happen, but I don't see that in the cards though. But if you leave it up to a lot of these chat box people, a lot of these hate my cowboy thoughts and opinions people, like there's 20 people that's not going to fall to 17. Right? They got 20 guys that just ain't going to make it to 17. So one of these guys, three of these guys they got to make it there. They got to make it. And there's a list of Cowboy players that the Cowboys are linked to that I don't necessarily like too much. But I think if one of these better players are on the board, I think they're not going to have a choice but to get these better players. I don't think they're that incompetent of drafters. I think Cowboys actually draft pretty well for the most part. So, hey man, we'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see who's on the board, but I'm just not gonna flat out say who is not and who is not gonna be there. Derek Brown could be there. Kinlaw could be there. One of the receivers, one of the corners, like somebody is got to happen. Now, whether the Cowboys make that pick, that's what's making me lose a little bit of rest at night, sir.
How would you want to trade up to get someone? I'll just say, would you give up a third to move from, let's say, 17 to like 14 with Tampa, or 15, or 12, something like that, to go get, let's say CD is still available. Let's say the Jets pass on CD at 11. Do you call up the Raiders and say, hey, we'll give you 17 and a third to give us 12? Would you want to trade up, or are you okay sitting at 17?
Man, I've never been a fan of just, giving away my picks, but boy, I like CeeDee Lamb, man. I like CeeDee Lamb. And if I got to get ahead of the Broncos and the Niners, man, I'll do it. All they need is a third. Cool. Take my third round pick.
All it takes is a third. Yeah, all it takes is in this situation. Yeah, but in real life, it could always go whatever.
You can have my third round pick. I didn't like that guy no way. Take the third round pick. Give me CeeDee Lamb, and I will live happily ever after, sir.
That's fantastic. I also wanted to kind of share a quick story from my old days as a scout. Have you ever messed up at your job so bad that they thought about potentially firing you that day?
No, but I would love to hear what happened to you. What happened, Ty?
Okay. Remember, I want to say an outside linebacker, defensive end from Michigan State. This is 2011.
Yeah.
Part of my job with the Lions was organizing workouts, like the team workouts. So, every Tuesday you bring in, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys to work out for different positions, and that's kind of like the gong show, we call it. Just basically who we're going to sign for the practice squad, or potentially who could we sign off the street for our active roster. I was also in charge of like the big board that's like on the wall. It's a bunch of magnets on a wall, and it has just players' names. And one of them is the practice squad column. So every guy on that column is eligible for the practice squad. At the very, very top of that list was a guy from Michigan State. I forget his name, but some Michigan State guy. We brought him in 2011. We worked him out, did everything, went to sign him to our practice squad, and then realized, he's not eligible for the practice squad. So what's jackass brought him in here thinking that he was on the practice squad, and every eye just went to the new guy, the new damn scouting intern. And I was like, ooh, that's not good.
Oh, goodness.
So I didn't get fired, but they're like, hey, man, that can't happen again. Like, Well, I know we know you're 21 years old and young, man, but that can't happen. We just bring a guy in thinking he's potentially going to sign him, and he's not even eligible. So that was not good for me. But you learn from it, right? You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, man. Don't let them old men talk crazy to you, dog. Look, man. Things happen. Things happen. Get them old men out your face. Go ahead.
All right, brother. Great talking to you. I would love to jump in potentially on the real draft on Thursday if possible. I don't know. Are you doing any more live calls tomorrow?
I'm probably gonna take Wednesday off to prepare my brain and body for the beating that I'm gonna take Thursday and Friday.
All right. Well, if you're gonna be taking platinum calls during the draft, I'd love to jump in for the Lions at 3, and then so I can freak the hell out and then get off there. So great talking to you as always, my man.
I will be taking platinum calls on. Get you up out of there. I will be taking platinum calls on Thursday, and only platinum calls, platinum and privileged guys. Because the one thing I don't want to do is if the Lions are on the board and I say, okay, fine, let me get some Lions reactions from Lions fans. I don't want some dude calling in like, yo, Voch, what do we do at 19? Fam, we ain't there yet. We ain't there. We on 3. So since I got you locked in, I know you're a Lions fan. I'll bring you in on 3.
You're the man. Thank you so much.
Salute. We got 2 more callers. Shouts out to Tyler the Scout, man. We always get a pretty good call out of him, man. There's a lot of diversity.
The conference has been locked.
There's a lot of diversity in my audience, man, in my chat box, man, and to be able to get respect from people that actually done the job, it's fantastic, man. Nick, what the hell you want, man?
I'm just calling in. We're talking defensive tackles, and we're talking about a little bit more about this draft. That's getting to the front of things on Thursday. It's kind of crazy that we're already almost there, but
absolutely. Let's talk about it, my good sir.
And first off, I didn't even know Tyler was an actual scout. So to him, I had no idea.
His name.
He's a super good caller. I love his caller.
His name is Tyler the Scout.
Well, I thought that meant Tyler the scout watch film on his computer at home and has the
why wouldn't I call
not actually work?
Nick, why wouldn't I call you Nick the Scout or Voch the Scout? He's Tyler the Scout because he was a scout. Everybody on this channel watch film, Nick. You know I gotta give you a hard time. What's up, my young guy? Let's talk D tackles. What you got?
So I'm gonna be real with you. I have not watched James Lynch, Rashard Lawrence, Benito Jones, and then I want to say there's somebody else on your list that I have not watched. But either way, from what you said to Tyler about James Lynch, I believe it. I think again that we need to start valuing these guys that can go vertical more, because that means they get into the backfield and that means they make stops.
Sure.
Oftentimes, a lot of these defensive tackles, like Justin Madubuike, move side to side, and that's going to get them out of the place where they need to be to make their stop in the run. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a good point. And I don't know how much he's making. I don't know how much first round hype he's getting or second round hype, but I think he could be a day 2 guy. Just saying, depending on what you just said. So I think a big sleeper here is Devon Hamilton. I really like him. Sure. And if the Broncos can get him in the 4th round, I'll be happy, man. I'll be super happy.
I think that's a good place for him. He's another guy. When I watch film on him, he's another guy that gives me push and the power and pushing I'm looking for. The problem is that sometimes he plays like quick guy and he ends up looking bad. Mm-hmm. I don't want him to be quick guy. I want him to be constantly get push guy. And when he's push guy, he's really good.
Agreed. And I know there's some people who don't like Derek Brown at 2 and Javon Kinlaw at 1, but I've said for a while now, in this draft, it comes down to preference, right? So, in this case, we prefer 3 techs over 1 techs at the moment, because 3 techs like Javon Kinlaw are going to do better because it's more common in the NFL. And I think it's completely valid to have Javon Kinlaw over Derek Brown at this point.
Sure.
I think Brown's probably going to go higher because that's what the NFL consensus is, but I don't think it's outlandish to have Javon Kinlaw over Derek Brown on your board. Sure. And again, Marlon Davidson at 3-2, he's bulked up from 285 when he was in college to 303 at the combine or something like that. So he's definitely here to stay at defensive tackle. I do like him a lot, and I think he can, like Tyler said, start on solid 2/3 of these teams' defensive lines.
Sure. Sure, makes sense.
So
Marlon Davidson really showed everybody what he could do at Senior Bowl practices.
the Senior Bowl.
Like
Mm-hmm.
he did do some DN stuff, but when Marlon was at 3 Tech, man, smoking everybody
Sure.
off
I
the rip.
remember watching your breakdown.
Sure. So
It's crazy.
yeah, shouts out to Marlon. What else you got?
So and obviously it's probably more of a question geared toward Lieutenant Dan because that's through the Falcons. But if I'm the Falcons, why am I jumping from 16 into the top 10, mortgaging my future away for Jeffrey Okuda? Tell me the logic behind that.
Is that what they doing?
That's what the report is saying. And I don't love watching these or listening to these rumors and stuff, but there have been enough rumors about the Falcons that I kind of believe that they're starting to look to trade up. But like still, like I'm thinking about it. If you're moving from 16 to like even like 9 or like even 4 as high as it can get, I don't know why you'd be doing that just to go get Jeff Okuda. Because I feel like somebody valuable is going to fall down that board, like a Javon Kinlaw or C.J. Henderson or something of some type. Like I don't know.
Well, they traded up to get Julio Jones. Like they went all the way up to get Julio Jones. Maybe they feel like they're one cornerback away.
Maybe. But with Matt Ryan getting a little bit older, I don't know about that one. So,
hey man, long as it ain't my team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like Denver's probably going to move up, but I don't really mind as long as we can get a receiver like Judy or Lamb at the top of this draft. So,
right.
Yeah, and also if we can dupe Cleveland into moving from 10 to 15, so they can get Ezra Cleveland, and we can go get Jerry Jeudy, I'm all for that, man. Let Cleveland suck for another 15 years.
If they get Ezra Cleveland anywhere in the top 15, sir, I might just bust out and laugh on camera. And I mean, I don't want to be laughing at Ezra Cleveland because he got a girlfriend, a mama, and a family, and all. I don't want to be laughing at that man. And his family members might watch my show or something like that. But boy, I will laugh so loudly if the Browns took Ezra Cleveland in the top 15 or so, just because his last name Cleveland. Goodness.
Right. But yeah, it's interesting. Like Tyler said, everything is going to be shaped by like the first 6 picks.
Sure.
Because LA could go quarterback with their horrendous new uniforms, or they could go Isaiah Simmons, or New York could take Isaiah Simmons, and they could go Jedrick Wills. We'll just have to see.
It depends.
It's kind of crazy.
It depends on the trades, man. Like the trades and the linebackers, in my opinion, they have the ability to shake shit up. Jordan Love,
right.
the linebackers, and the trades. All that's gonna happen like top 16 or something. And me as a Cowboy fan, that's good for me. Give me all that movement. Like if Tua starts to fall, good. Let somebody trade up, get Tua, and bump some more talent down the board. Like I want all that. So I will take all that smoke. What else you got? Who else you been watching on the defensive tackle?
Defensive tackle front, I watched Jordan Elliott. I watched Neville Gallimore. I watched Ross Blacklock. I watched Raekwon, Devon, and then Justin Madubuike I've all watched.
Well, tell
plus
us
the
about
top 2, which are pretty given.
Tell us about him.
I like Neville Gallimore a little bit more. They call him 6 foot. He looks about 5'11" out there. He's a short dude for a defensive tackle, but I think he can succeed at 1 tech or 0 tech depending on where defensive coordinators want to put him. I think he's a good pass rusher. I think he uses really good hand technique. He's got either a swim move or a rip move. I don't remember which it is, but he does really good with that swim move and that rip move. And he ran a 4.79 40, so I do like Neville Gallimore a little bit. But for me, like these defensive tackles, the way I've ranked them is it's Kinlaw, or Brown and Kinlaw is 1-2, 1A, 1B. Then we got Marlon Davidson, and then we got Elliott, Gallimore, Blacklock, Davis, and like Devon Hamilton and Justin Madubuike, all in that kind of like mid day 2, early day 3 range. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So like if you go down on my top 100, you'll see in the 50s and 60s there are a lot of defensive linemen because I still have them all ranked pretty similarly. So it's interesting.
It is interesting, man.
I don't think.
Go ahead.
I don't think honestly, like if I was a team, like if I'm the Raiders, for example, and I'm sitting here 12 with Javon Kinlaw and CeeDee Lamb on the board, I'm going to pass on CeeDee Lamb because I can get Javon Kinlaw and then move on to 19 and take a dude like Justin Jefferson. Because I'm just not going to get that same value at defensive tackle once Kinlaw's gone. And you could argue once Marlon Davidson's gone. But
let him fall to 17.
CeeDee Lamb's tough to pass up on. But
let him fall to you
17.
You right. You right, Nick. You ain't saying nothing wrong yet. Put all that energy in the air.
So yeah, that's just. I think that's a little bit. Blacklock, he's explosive, but he does, like you said, he doesn't have much power. He can develop that, but I don't see it. Raekwon is interesting because he was like the number 2 defensive tackle heading into the college football season. Now he's like a 3rd or 4th rounder.
Nick,
I don't really know what happened to him.
I feel like we've been watching film on him for 3 years now.
Well, so do I.
I feel like,
and then Quentin Williams came out last year, and I got confused between the two until I figured out who Quentin Williams was, and it's just like, damn.
I feel like every single year we've been talking about him and Isaiah Buggs. I feel like all of them was just together.
Isaiah Buggs.
Yeah, but
I forgot about Isaiah Buggs. Shit.
I never forget.
I think the big knock against Davis is his athleticism. Honestly, he just doesn't look like a great athlete. And then he ran like a 5.13 at the 40-yard dash, which isn't horrible, but it's not good.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to see with that.
Well, I understand, Nick Gashler. Did you make up with old girl? Like, how did all that develop, Nick Gash? Did
Man, it's
what?
It's quarantine, so I'm just letting it play out.
Man, Nick, old player, dog. That is crazy. He was 14 2 years ago, son. Anyway, you got something else for the show in terms of football?
Not really. Can I plug my stuff real quick? Because I actually got stuff to plug this time.
Hell no. Nick got a mock draft over on his channel, y'all. Y'all go watch this. Go ahead, Nick.
It's also, go watch the mock draft and then stay tuned because next week I'm going to be starting a little series until like the end of June where I'm just going to be watching film on some dudes in the college football this year and seeing what they can bring us next year. Just early look at these next, like Trevor Lawrence and stuff like that. So we'll get to that. We'll cross that road when we get there. Just hoping to get my channel kickstarted and keep it for good this time.
Let me ask something, Nick. Let me ask something before I let you go. Okay, so you watch a lot of my videos and my live streams. You hear me talk and interact with people. Do you find yourself taking my slang on accident, like in real life? Do you end up like saying stuff like, "Oh, like this goofy ass whatever"? Do you end up saying stuff like that?
I've caught myself doing it when people look at me and go, "What you just say?" I'm like, "I said Dosky Woski," and they're like, "What?" I said, "Man, you just gotta watch the videos, man." Just
damn, dog. Polluting the youth. I'm doing a terrible job. Nick Gashler's YouTube is Nick Gashler. He'll comment in the comment section, and y'all could just go find him from there. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Damn. I know that's the case, man, because there's another cat calls into my show. Forgot his name. But he doesn't strike me as a character that says, the goofy ass hoes on that D-line, whatever. And I heard him say, "These goofy hoes on the D-line" one day, and I was like, there's no way he was saying that before he started talking to me. like, there's no way he was talking like that. I've influenced this man for the worst, but anyway. Hey, man, 51 minutes. I started yawning. I've been doing this boxing workout in my living room. Tired as hell. Been doing these interviews. So I will give y'all 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Chat box, what's good with y'all? Well, 30 seconds. So, chat box, what's happening? Let me hear what y'all got to say before I log off and play my PlayStation. What's crack-a-lack? Voch, you watch football, though? Hey, sometimes. Sometimes. Nick Gashler out there promoting Nova Legion. I need a dog at 17. Man, that was my man's Spinny JP. Was talking that mess. Anyway, should the Ravens draft a receiver? At some point they could. Sure. Absolutely. What you playing lately? So I just beat Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS4. I've been working on 100%ing Red Dead Redemption. 2 on PS4. I am playing Fire Emblem on Switch, 3 houses, and NCAA 14 on Xbox 360. I'm also playing UFC Undisputed 3 on Xbox 360. So that's what I've been involved in. Tell us a funny story about Law Nation. Damn, dog. I got a story. Hey, one time we was in Dallas for the draft. And we was chilling with this dude, man. This dude TLC, Terry something. He does like charity work and fundraisers in Dallas or whatever. Interesting dude. He seems like a dude that's going through a midlife crisis because he see me and Law as younger guys, even though Law like a decade older than me. He see us as younger guys. He's like 50 something. So we ended up like hopping in his car. He was like, "Hey man, let me just, drive around the city and just show you around to some people." And, we thought we was going to meet like some interesting people, man. So me and Law, we just grinding or whatever. We're like, "Yeah, man, let's just go hop in the car and see what's going on with him." So we hop in the car and this dude is just kind of taking us to all these different spots in Dallas. Like we just, we going to these little clubs or whatever. We going to these little spots in these little restaurants or whatnot. And we just see this husky little short fat white dude built like the Penguin on Batman. We see him walking in this circle of dime pieces or whatever. And he just entertaining the crowd, right? Like he just, you know what I'm saying? He holding court. And they listening, you know what I'm saying? Like they feeding them grapes and shit, you know what I mean? And me and Law like shocked as hell. Like how the Penguin out here getting all the Yamins like that? You know what I'm saying? Me and Law wasn't necessarily on that move. We was trying to do something professional. Like we thought he was going to introduce us to like some people in the, the Cowboys brass, like some important Cowboy people. But he just out here pouring champagne down, people's mouth or whatever. So I'm like, well, damn, Penguin. So, so me and Law just out here, we thought this was going to be like a 10-minute excursion or whatever, 20-minute excursion. And it's like 3:00 in the morning. We out here with this dude. And, Law, old man, he married and he got his wife with him. He's like, Law say, "Yeah, Voch, I need to get home." And I was like, "Well, just go home." But we both like kind of thought about it, like, damn, we roll with him. So this little short Penguin built motherfucker just out here, just holding court. So we was at that club for like 2 hours or whatever. We leave the club or whatever, get back in the car. We think, all right, cool, man. We about to go back to the cars so I can get back to Houston. So I can get back to Houston and Law to get to his wife and kids. We pull up to this restaurant, and it was like a hotel kind of sort of like, it's like a hotel in Dallas. I think like the Omni joint, the one that they always advertise in Cowboy Land. And we met this dude named Dave. He up there. He's an airplane pilot or whatever. Cool ass dude. He's kind of like the Dos Equis man or whatever. Just a cool, interesting old cat, right? And we up there talking to him. He's some interesting old dude. And in your mind, all interesting Dos Equis men kind of got to have like a, like a cold young chick, like just, what I'm saying, just like around or whatever. And so we sitting there, we was like, okay, he's just a dude or whatever. But then this girl walk up, like she about 28, 30 or something. And 30 might be like old or on par to me, but that's young for somebody that's for this 60-year-old plane pilot that's cool or whatever, right? So we up there just talking to them or whatever. I'm telling them, man, we YouTubers or whatever. I YouTube, Law's a YouTuber. We talk Cowboys. And I started talking about football with him. And the dude Dave was impressed with my football knowledge. And he was like, "Hey man, tell me some more football stuff." And at any moment, I think like a mob of people just about to walk up and just give him a briefcase full of money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's about to happen with this airplane pilot dude named Dave, right? But he just gets real interested in me talking football. And Law gets up and go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, Law, cool. I'll holler at you, dog, cool. And Law just go to the bathroom. I'm talking to Dave, and the girl get up and leave. And I'm like, all right, cool. The girl, you know what I'm saying? She probably finna go get him a drink or something. She probably finna whatever, you know what I'm saying? The girl get up and leave. But Law came back to me just kind of smiling and giggling, man. Law didn't do nothing. Let me just put that disclaimer out real fast. Law didn't do nothing. But let me just put that out there. He didn't do nothing, you know what I'm saying, shites or crazy or whatever. But, you know, when Law was gone, I was talking to David, to Dave or whatever, the pilot. While they was gone, Dave was telling me how he used to run with this gang, how he used to run with this, you know, run with these crew of guys, and how where he basically got his money from. Like he was a wealthy old dude. He didn't get his money from flying planes. He got his money from the life, from dealing with these dudes, from these cats or whatever, you know what I'm saying, from these guys. And I was talking to him, and Law and his girl gone. Right? But then Law kind of just come back, and the girl come back with the drinks or whatever. And I didn't think nothing of it, but I was like, hey, yeah, man, you know, Dave's a cool dude. Me, Law, and the penguin guy leave. I was like, Law contact me on show. He say, yeah, Voch, you know a girl back there? I said, yeah, man, what about it? Man, she tried to get all up on me, man. She gave me a number and all this, da-da-da. She tried to holler, man, tried to do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-da. And me, I'm young, and I ain't married or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, shit, what you do, Law? I was like, what you do? And he's like, I ain't do nothing. But it didn't hit me until till I got to the elevator, and I was like, man, if Law would have made a mistake and just made a pass at old girl or whatever. Like, she tried to holler at him, but Law just kind of passed up on her. 3 a.m, right? If Law would have hollered at old girl, if he would have got caught up in that, former gangster Dave probably could have got Law up out of there. Interesting shit. And that's one of my funny Law stories. I got like 5 more of them, but I'll tell y'all on another day. But anyway, shouts out to Law, because Law had way more self-control than me. But that Italian, Hispanic, French lady that Dave was with, boy, she was cold, man. She was cold. And I was about to go back to Houston, but I actually just kind of end up, you know, chilling with Law, and I went to a Cowboys game the next day. So all that was cool. And I never heard from TLC again. Rue Glock said, was she bad? Was she bad? Tell you what, Law better than me. Law is a great man. His wife should thank him. His wife should thank him. Pull up then. Look, we was in Dallas. Man. We was out there doing a cowboy experience thing or whatever. We was doing a cowboy experience thing, and we just ran into the dude Terry, TLC or whatever. We just ran into him. And Law talked me into getting in the car with him and just kind of riding around. Now, I had my gun with me, so wasn't nobody going to kidnap us or nothing like that. And if Buddy would have kind of got crazy with Law, then I just had Law back, and we just got to run to the car and get the hell up out of here. But what if something bad would have happened? Y'all remember the R. Kelly song and video Down Low, where like Kelly was a gangster for Mr. Big, but he ended up flirting with Mr. Big girl, and Mr. Big found out, and they beat the shit out of R. Kelly at the end of the video, just like that. It was just like that. But except we wasn't working for Dave. Dave was just, Dave was just there. How close is she to Nicole Murphy? She was more of a what's the lady that play on Modern Family? You know what I'm saying? Hispanic lady. She was more so that lady than Nicole Kidman. I should call Law. Me and Law should have that conversation. We should go over that time. And listen, don't run over the Law channel talking about some Law Voch told us about that one time. At least let me be there. Sophia Vergara. She was one of them. A seasoned, older, about 35, 33 or something, a seasoned, older, fine Hispanic, Italian, French woman. Crazy shit. crazy shit. But he ain't do nothing though. He didn't do nothing. I just don't want this story to get mixed up and y'all run the Law Nation channel like, yo, Law, tell us about the girl that time. You know what I'm saying? Don't be whack like that. But yeah, she was cold, man. She was cold. She was cold. But anyway though, y'all got any other questions? I got 6 more minutes. Uncle Charlie trying to call in. Let me unlock the phone real fast. My bad, Uncle Charlie. Uncle Charlie, call back, man. You the only ones I'm letting on the phone right now, Uncle Charlie. Call back. Call back. But yeah, man, Dave a cool dude, man. He a pilot and shit. I'd have shot Dave for law. If anything would have went bad. Uncle Charlie trying to get on the phone, man. We're gonna see what he got to say, and then we're gonna wrap the show up, man. Man, but that dude TLC really took us all around Dallas, man, and he had a lot more game than I thought he was.
The conference has been locked.
This little short penguin looking at. Uncle Charlie, what's good?
What's going on, man?
Everything good, my guy. What you got for the show?
Well, look here, man. I heard your story. Don't worry about it, because I had a girl I knew went to my high school, and a guy pulled up on her, and a guy pulled up on her and gave her candy to get under his car. So you good, bro?
Damn, that was in the 60s, huh?
No, that was in we'll say that was in the 80s.
Damn, Uncle
But
Charlie.
like I said, man, how you doing tonight, man?
Everything good, Uncle Charlie. I'm just chilling, man, trying to get this last minute show before I go on vacation tomorrow and hit this draft Thursday and Friday. You already know.
Okay, so let me, because I know you tired, brother, and you've been putting in the work. So let me just give you some inside information. I went on the Cowboys podcast last night.
Okay.
And it looked like the Cowboys are high on the first round pick they got from Florida. But so now I want to ask you, if they do go defensive player, who will be the number one defensive player you'll pick at 17?
Shit, if Chase Young on the board, I'm taking him. But in terms of like realistic Cowboys options, if I had to take a defender, I mean, if C.J. Henderson, the cornerback from Florida, is there, I'm taking him. He's really, really good. He's my second corner on this list, and he'll be really good at 17. If Ken Law is there, the D tackle from South Carolina, if he's there, I'm taking him. For some reason, I got an idea that Derek Brown from Auburn, who's another good D lineman, D tackle, one tech, if he's there, then I'm taking him. I mean, I just got a crazy feeling in my head that he might be there. So if he's there, I'll take him as well. It's a lot of talent on defense that we could take.
Well, that's good. But everybody know what we need and who we need. And going back to saying anything about mental health with Alden Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna address that right now to the Cowboy Nation.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
When you got mental health, ain't nothing wrong with asking for help.
Right.
It's when you don't ask for help, it's when you weak.
Right.
Let me explain something to you.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about domestic violence, bomb straight on the airport,
Yeah.
running from the po-po.
Stay up.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and hand this thing off to Alden Smith, because I don't want to never talk about the stuff I don't done. Let me explain something to you. When you get people like Alden Smith,
Yeah.
and you're an individual, we all get up with problems in the morning time. We all start off with issues.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing wrong with going to a doctor and saying, look, I got all the furniture in my front room, but ain't none of it in place.
Yeah.
So I need some medicine. Poor baby, he just needs some medicine. And if Dez Bryant want to get on the Cowboys team, he going to have to earn it. If he be the sixth receiver, I accept that. But I'm not looking to bring Dez Bryant back.
Okay.
Like I said, I want to tell all the Cowboy Nation, I will be there Thursday,
Right.
and I'm going to have something hot and live. I will be there Thursday with you all the way. If it takes 8 hours, we'll go 8 hours.
Hold up,
I
time
like to
out.
tell all the Cowboy fans, I love all y'all.
Hold up, wait, time out, Uncle. Wait, time out. You say you're gonna have something hot and live, like what? Like a woman or something? Like hot and live? What you mean?
Oh no! See, I'm not gonna do the Law Nation. I can't do it because I like waking up. I like waking up in the morning. I like to have my ears and hands. I don't want to get a rain of Bobby. I don't want to do that. But like I said, I love all the Cowboy fans, and I know I heard you on the radio saying that you're gonna let privileged callers call, gold callers call on Thursday. Is it Thursday or is it Wednesday?
It's Thursday and Friday. Day 1 is gonna be Thursday. Day 2 is gonna be Friday.
Okay, so I can come on Friday, right?
You can do whatever you want to do on, because you won't.
Yes, sir. So I want to tell everybody, the Cowboy Nation one more thing in closing. Nobody make me angrier than the Cowboys.
Oh, boy.
So when I watched them on Thanksgiving get ran up and down the field with the Buffalo Bills, it made me so mad. It put something in my head. I thought I was in the desert on a dirt bike, buck naked with some flip flops. This is what the Cowboys does to me.
Right.
They take me there.
What else?
Get this draft right.
Right.
Get this draft right. And because I'm telling y'all, Voch know what the deal is here, and I am begging, please, for God's sakes, please get CeeDee Lamb. And I just want to close it out tonight and tell you I love you, bro, and I always will.
Likewise, appreciate you, man. I'm just overwhelmed with positivity and nice words from all y'all, man. So appreciate you. See you Thursday.
Yes, sir. We'll be there.
Yes, sir. Man,
yes, sir, bro. Thank you.
You can't beat that with a stick, man. You just simply can't beat that with a stick, my guy. You can't beat that with a stick. He said, I don't want to be Law Nation, wake up with no arms and legs and Lorena Bobbitt. What the fuck wrong with Uncle, man? What the hell wrong with Uncle Charlie, man? Oh, man. I'll give y'all like 2 more minutes. Chat box, y'all have anything else closing before we get up out of here? Anything else closing before we get up? That was funny as hell. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Hold on, time out. Let me see something. Get up out of here. Hold on.
What the deal is here, and I am begging, please, for God's sakes, please get CeeDee Lamb. And I just want to close it out tonight and tell you I love you, bro, and I always.
What do you say?
So when I watched them on Thanksgiving get ran up and down the field with the Buffalo Bills, it made me so mad. It put something in my head. I thought I was in the desert on a dirt bike, buck naked with some flip flops. This is what the Cowboys.
Hey, look, I'm so stupid. I'm so ignorant. I said, huh? Wait a minute. Right.
Get this draft right. And because I'm telling y'all, Voch know what the deal is here, and I am begging, please, for God's sakes, please get CeeDee Lamb. And I just want to close it out tonight and tell you I love you, bro, and I always will.
Wait, what'd he say, man? He said he was in the desert. What'd he say?
Oh, boy. So when I watched them on Thanksgiving get ran up and down the field with the Buffalo Bills, it made me so mad. It put something in my head. I thought I was in the desert on a dirt bike, buck naked with some flip flops.
In the desert on the dirt bike, buck naked with some flip flops. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, man. In the desert on the dirt bike, buck naked with some flip flops. Wait. Pause. Oh, pause. Uncle Charlie, you fantastic. You are a gentleman and a scholar, my good sir. Can't wait to talk to you Thursday. Can't wait to talk to you when the football season gets here. Hey, y'all, this is like my last week of draft content before we go back to our regular lives, man. Look, it's been fun. It's been incredibly fun. Whew. We're a draft community, man. Me, Dan, Deuce, Everything King. He's a Lions guy. Salute to him. Coach Evans or whatnot. We're a big draft family, man. Nick Gashler. Subscribe to these YouTube guys, but don't go nowhere because they're going to drop some content that's not related to your team or whatever. But stick around, though, because I'm going into Cowboy mode next week. Heavy. And Dan's going to go into Falcons mode, and Nick should go into Broncos mode if he listens to me. Dude's going to go back to Saints. We're going to all go back to our respective corners of the National Football League, but we're going to meet up right back here in January. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of enjoy this time, man. Enjoy this time and, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Well, there's another Lions guy. He doesn't necessarily call my show, but he knows I exist. Everything King. He's more of a reaction news channel. He's not film guy. He's not film guy. But there are Lions guys. I'd imagine that there's a bunch of guys for every team in the league. But in terms of the quality people that I would recommend, I named those guys already. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm gonna sleep all day. I'm just gonna chill, man. I ain't dropping no videos. I ain't doing no lives. And I'm saying that, but I work so hard. I might just do something anyway. I might just do a little stream just to check in with y'all, a little Cowboy something. I might go to somebody else's channel. I might do something. I might do something, but I plan on resting tomorrow, and we're going to go hard as hell Thursday. Look out for the updates and the notifications. We're going to do this thing an hour before the draft start. We're going to do a pregame show. We're going to take some calls and all that good stuff, and then we're going to do postgame, and this should be a good one, man. All right. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski, man. Till next time. Peace, man. Salute.